What do you feel about the thing that likes is going to get removed? Do you care either way?
No, I think it's going to do better, you know why? Because my approach to my content is being creative, doing things that majority of people don't do. No one is experimenting enough.
Yeah, because they're scared of the actual likes.
Literally, exactly.
So last week I was away in Manchester at the My Protein Black Friday event, which was absolutely awesome. Guys, if you want to watch the rest of the video with TJ regarding building your personal brand, building your social media, and anything that's related to that, make sure to skip to 2 minutes into the video. So I've been explaining what we're doing. So right now we're going go-karting. So with the rest of the team, my protein team. So it should be pretty epic. So I need to suit up, get booted, and destroy TJ in this race. Bro, did you hear that? You're about to go down, bro. That was gonna beat me.
I did! Can't get beat by a guy in a pink valley.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Look, it doesn't matter. I was at 37.
Hold on, yeah, I'm gonna ask him, why do you have a...
So what, the first one wasn't even the fastest, you just finished first.
There you go.
Yeah, it's not fastest lap, it's whoever
It
finished.
doesn't matter. So to me, fastest time matters. You said...
I think it should be
It's a race,
Fastest
bro.
time?
Alright guys, so we just wrapped up the go-kart thing, which was absolutely mad. Like, I've never really done something like that in such a long time. Last time I remember doing like go-karting was like 7 years ago. But you know what, the best part is, this guy thought he could beat me, and I completely
I got a faster time. I don't care.
I completely destroyed him.
I got a faster time than Lubomba, right?
The best
but because
part.
he got sheltered because people were in between us, so I couldn't get around him.
Bro,
The faster
I
time is
overtook
better.
you. I overtook you.
You know what? You because someone hit me.
This guy was in front of me, and I still beat him. I was still in front of you.
Come
I
on,
still
bro.
beat you.
Yeah, faster time.
Alright guys, check how mad this place actually is right now. Look how much he's sweating. Yo, this is a workout.
I'm doing cardio. We don't do it in the gym no more. That's old school. That's 2018. We're on that 2020 shit out here.
Show off. Do a double.
How does it feel to do cardio?
Bro, like this is the type of cardio that you should be doing. Burning all kinds of calories right there.
Compose yourself. I'm gonna try and do this in one take as well. I don't want to do like mad idiot. I want it nice and raw. Right now, what we're gonna do is dive into Lubomba's Instagram page because he's super on Instagram. He's got like, he'll tell you how many followers he has in a second. But I thought, why not go in super depth? Because I want to grow my Instagram page as well because I also do fitness as well. So I thought, why not get someone that actually has like a proven one rather than me just talk about things I've seen on the internet. We're gonna dive into his account, what he finds works. What type of content, how many times a day he may post, or does he do hashtag marketing and all that stuff to grow his page. And the best thing for you guys is because I want this information for myself, I'm gonna go in deep, like, pause. I'm gonna go in detail. I'm gonna go in detail asking him as much things as I can because I want it for myself. So hopefully you guys can apply what he says as well. Tell them how many followers you got then.
Oh, in terms of followers, I've not. So I think we just reached over 400k on Instagram.
400,000. The crazy thing about it is 300,000 of them in the last year, and everyone's been crying about Instagram obviously because of the algorithm changes. So for him to grow 300,000 of them
in the last 9 months, it's like
so that's basically what I want to get into him a lot more about because most people now are saying it's a struggle period, but the fact that you're excelling at this point, I want to know what kind of stuff you do.
Initially, this is the story. So for most people that wonder how I got my following, focusing was my priority after I finished school pretty much. And for 2 years straight, I was in the gym every single day. And I managed to document certain parts of my journey, which ended up making me make a transformational picture, which I posted on Instagram. So a few people started posting it, and then one guy, I always literally say thanks to this guy because he's the one that literally started the chain reaction. So one guy, his name is Chizo. He's based in London.
In London,
He's based in London. He trains in
King's Gym.
King's Gym. He gave me a shout out. And then Hackney's Finest, back in the day, if you know Hackney's Finest, it's a big meme page. And they were freaking massive before that page was shut down. And they reshared my picture. And then on top of that, Simeon Panda reshared the picture. And on top of that, everyone literally just went on one. I went from 500 followers to 2,500 in 24 hours. So that might seem like nothing, but back then that was huge. That was like insane. So I was like, holy shit. I remember looking at my phone. You know, the best thing is, that's happened to tons and tons of people. But a lot of people fail to capitalize off that.
Yeah.
So for someone that's very driven, so from one perspective, I was like, holy shit, like I could build my brand off this.
Yeah.
So straight off that, I made a logo. I changed how I edit my videos. You know, I started editing. You know, and my next move was like, I need to invest in a camera. And then I just never stopped posting from that day. I literally made a promise. I was like, this is it. Like this is, you know, all in. And I did that, and I started posting every single day, started building a following, and then built on top of that, you know, giving advice how I did the transformational picture. Just it was all based off my knowledge there and then. I wasn't like the smartest person. I didn't have the most amount of experience. It was just based off what I did there and then. You know, my transformation within 2 years. Nothing more, nothing less. And people found value in that, and over the years I started, you know, just providing more value as I go, and it just started growing. And then when I hit university, when I started uni, boom, huge spike. Went from like every like few days, I went from like 5K. No, I remember 5K was pretty big for me. And there was like 10, and I was like, no way, this is not gonna grow. There was like 13K. I remember all these numbers. I don't know what those specific numbers, but I remember like documenting these. 13K. Then it was like 17, 20, 30. You know, and then it was like 30. I was like, shit. What went to something? I was like, no way am I gonna hit 50, because 50 is like pretty big. Like it was considered, you know, a pretty big thing. 50, and then 70, then 80, then 90, and then boom, I lost my page. So I lost my page for like a month. So yeah, I didn't have an Instagram page for a solid month. Started posting again. For me, that didn't bother me whatsoever, because I knew I already added so much value to people's lives. You know, I made an impact. And then got my page back, and then from then I was literally stuck on 90K for like 2 years. But again, I never stopped posting.
So in terms of what type of content do you post that you find does the best for you? What do you feel like actually helps?
Everything. So it's very mixed. So definitely more creative based content that's unique and different, and it's definitely sharing knowledge and experiences.
What content do you like posting the most yourself, like actual enjoyment?
I like posting anything and everything. It's all.
You mean too vague now?
No. Literally. You know the picture that I posted yesterday? Literally, me making that picture. Again, look at the process. You got the picture, then you got the composition after that. I made that compilation. Like I enjoyed every element of that.
Creative element.
Imagine that took like an hour or two to make that. The videos which go viral. Again, that's another element which takes time. I enjoy each process. I'm not being vague. It's the same principles, just apply it to a different thing. So if I was taking an Instagram picture outside wearing my outfit, what I think in my head is okay in terms of composition, where I'm stood, the subject, how I'm gonna edit it, what's in the foreground, background. You know, all these things play in my head. You know, there has to be real intention, and that's something that I've always stood by. I have to post for a reason, because I'm trying not to bullshit people, because someone will go out there, they'll just make a big content, and then in their opinion, it's like good content. So like the chances that if you want to create good content, chances are it's gonna have to be very good quality. It's going to have to be very well thought out. You know.
Wait, what's a good way of putting it then? For one picture, on average, how long does it take you to think of it, edit it, not post it, just thinking of editing it? So how long will it take?
It will literally take like 2 minutes.
2 minutes to think of it.
But that's based on the experience I've had.
But in terms of the actual editing process of that
process, that would take like less than a minute.
Oh, because you've got like preset. Yeah, say the first time, then let me do from someone brand new. So the first time you made that set.
To develop that preset, then it would take a moment to edit, you know, to build that preset. So that preset will probably take me an hour, or 2 days, or 3 days.
Okay.
So some of the videos, like the creation series which I'm working on, to develop the assets, so to develop the effects which I'll be putting on my store, it took me three weeks, almost a month now, just to make them. But on the front end, I've already bought myself time. So to a point where it's just drag and drop. But passive in a way of, you know, saving time. So essentially it's like, how do I simplify the process? Those anatomy videos, they used to take me 6 hours, then they took me 2 hours. Now they take me less than an hour. You know, they can take me 10 or 15 minutes, because I've managed to find a process which narrows the time down.
Let's go into a little bit more about the marketing side. So do you do any hashtag marketing? Like, do you use hashtags?
I use hashtags all the time.
How many do you use?
Then why would I not use them? Yeah, of course I do.
How many do you often put? How many do you use? Like the 30, or do you just use?
I use the whole window. But I fully know hashtags, they definitely help, especially on Instagram. Because again, even if it's one view, this is one thing you have to appreciate. Even if it's one person looking at a bit of your content, that one person is probably going to stay with you for the next 4 or 5 years. That person is probably going to support you more than you think. But you help that person. If they see a content that has helped them and they've actually made a change to their life, you've done a lot more than you think for that to happen. You made that transaction. You made that happen. You controlled that. I utilize hashtags. This is something that people don't know. I utilize hashtags on my stories all the time. and in certain stories I'll get 50k views.
Off a hashtag?
Off a hashtag. Sorry, not 50k views, sorry. 50 views.
Yeah.
Or maybe 120. It all depends. Sometimes it's 50 or sometimes 100, 200. I make a post and then I post a repost on my story. But the way I do it, you might have seen it with the iPhone.
Yeah.
So I actually put the hashtags within that. But at the same time, on top of that, I use the GIF that they use. So I'm again utilizing the tools. I use the GIF in the GIF section on Instagram.
Yeah.
On Instagram, that says tap here. So which means it makes a direct connection to the post. So the people that are seeing the post outside of my realm, they will see that post and it makes it very direct, so they can click on it. Obviously, the bit of content that they're looking at, it has to be good enough anyway. So again, all that traffic, I'm still driving it in. Stories, main post, everything.
So what I'm going to specifically, just because the person watching is going to want metrics, and we can't be too vague.
For someone to go viral on Instagram, for you to consistently see it, and then for the opportunity to have that reposted between 500,000 to 1 million. Because the people
that's reach.
That's reach. Okay. Hence why this is bodybuilding.
Oh, you mean so okay, you mean like the big accounts?
Yeah, the big accounts that repost content. They want the same thing to happen to theirs, so
and
they can boost their content. So they'll look at those bits of content, and then they'll tag you, and so you're constantly in this like surplus of like accumulating more followers, accumulating more attention. So once when you get in that loop, it's so much easier to grow your account, as long as if there's a continuous, or as long as you follow up with content.
Creating the obviously good content and streams down. It's obviously you got your hashtags, you got reposts from different accounts. You've also got how many saves do you get?
Saves. So my highest has been like 55k saves.
And is that on a workout video? Or?
That's a workout video. So that's just using a basic swipe video, utilizing the swipe feature on Instagram.
Which one of those do you find gets like the biggest like numbers when it comes to being on the explore page? Is it the photos then, or is it the workouts again?
The workouts. It's always the workouts. But one thing that's also with the post, going back to the Instagram stories. On the flip side, someone that's really funny or someone that does something on their stories, if that gets reshared, the same thing's gonna happen, just based on the context and who it is. So it's different for everyone. Again, these metrics work completely different. It doesn't matter who you are anymore,
In regards to your actual Instagram stuff now, how often do you post per day, or do you not have a set number?
Right now I'll post up to 3 times a day, if not 4.
3 times? Really? Yeah. Okay.
So again, I've managed to build the infrastructure that have allowed me to do that. So imagine when I was on my own, when I was at uni or when I started, I'd post every single day, 2 times a day.
So say the days when you post 4, do you find that your reach is the same, or do you potentially go down?
It's always gonna grow.
When you post 4 times a day compared to when you post 2, do you find the likes go down? Because I'm wondering if someone sees your content a lot, do they kind of like, no, I'm not gonna like this one?
It's a tricky one. If you don't post for 2 days and then you do post, more people are gonna see that bit of content and like that bit of content. But once you start posting more frequently, people have the option whether to like it or not. So it might go down a little bit.
Okay.
But again, in terms of long term, you will get more you will get more likes.
Yeah, because the reach will obviously be more when you post more content.
Volume will always do better.
But that is big because you have so much content. Like for example, someone that
makes so much content.
Yeah, exactly. So if you haven't that much content, if you only have 5 pieces, I wouldn't post all 5 in one day.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
spread them out. You're better off spreading them out. But right now, I'm in a place where I have a surplus of content. It's always the people that are obviously trying to learn what you're doing that will watch your content, not the person that's above you. But majority of people, 90% of the people are the people that are trying to be like you. That's what you're doing. So for me, my content, I'm just reaching out to my younger self. All the resources that I'm creating is for my younger self, so they can benefit off that stuff. Because before, my content was more like edits, more aesthetic stuff that looked good.
Oh, okay, so just visuals
they didn't really see the fundamental exercises which I did, broke it down into sets and reps.
So this is kind of my YouTube background coming in. In terms of your actual feed, have you found that certain times of, you do the cover picture?
Yeah.
Is there certain type of cover pictures you find does well?
Oh yeah, of course. The best composition within the whole entire video, I'll use that as the cover picture.
Is there anything on it? Like, do you glow the muscle red or?
Glow the muscle red helps, but anyone can do that. But I take a step further by animating it, which takes longer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But because again, that's like easily reshareable. It's like it's so like it's nice to watch. Because you're not just using a cover photo to just glow the muscle, you're doing more than that. Because people have tried to do that. Again, it's a sustaining a level of complexity throughout the whole video, which is one of the most challenging things, but it's the most effective things. The same principles which can be portrayed in YouTube, is the retention rate.
Yeah.
If your video is good throughout, it's gonna do so well. You know what I mean? But it's hard.
Keeping someone engaged.
It's so hard to keep someone engaged for such a long time. the only person that I can put my finger on that is creative, to my knowledge, is Simeon Panda. Based on the content that I produce, it's always unique, it's always different, it's always adding an element of a thought out process. No one's done, that's why I use him as an example. No one does it.
Yeah.
He's using resources from other industries into that. He did mention that in terms of background, he's got a history, in a bit of graphic design. His brother was a graphic designer and stuff like that. So he's learned a lot and he's implemented that. That's why visually his content is very, very
it's pretty good.
clean.
Yeah.
So become the videographer and photographer to a certain degree that will push your content. So that's why I follow most of videographers. That's why I follow most of the designers, because they're doing the things that are leading the market visually.
It helps train your eye as well.
Exactly, train your eye. Bro, you've actually nailed it. Train your eye. In the world of design, we call it, certain people have the eye for aesthetics. As long as you progress as an individual, people will be more inclined to watch you because they're seeing the progress. If you become a better, if you becoming a better musician and people are seeing the progress of you becoming better, they're gonna listen to your music. If your music is not as good, people are not gonna listen to it.
So basically,
become the best version of yourself. Not necessarily get shredded. Become the best version of you. Become the best version of you where you can actually see the progress and the change. My change has been over years, and I've been able to document every element where you see me change. I still haven't hit a point where I look the same as last year. Well, maybe to a certain degree, but my physique has always changed. It's always gone for the better. So become the best version of yourself, and that element comes in, with you becoming, maybe setting a goal and actually doing it. It's a real, point, telling yourself, okay, I'm gonna build my best physique. So I'm gonna spend more time in the gym. I'm gonna wake up at this time. I'm gonna eat this and this, and I'm gonna look like this. My content's gonna be very uniform. It's gonna look like this, and more people. Well, I want to engage with people like this. And then another element, an element of professionalism, which you should be able to control, is what's your overall perception, or how do you want people to perceive you?
Is that a question?
Yeah, no. It's a rhetorical question, but you need to choose a stance. So, to a certain degree, people want to be admired. That's not a bad thing. I would be happy for someone to admire me. And it's nice when someone tells you, I look up to you because of this, this, and this. But you have to create that. People want to be the superhero figure. It only becomes an issue where you want to be the best and the only best person. You should be able to be, you should be able to stand proud on a table and say, I'm X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
You should be able to follow me because of these reasons. You should be able to say that. I can stand on a platform and be like, my name is Lubomba Munkuli, this is what I do, and I think you should follow me because I do this and this. You don't have to, but you can, because this is what I'm going to provide you, because that's what I do. I'm actually here to help you. I'm not asking you to, but this is what you could do. Obviously be realistic, how far can you push yourself? But how can you add an element of sustainability to it? Making it sustainable is the best thing you can do for yourself. How do I keep doing this? How do I become an influencer for the next 15 years? And how do I make sure that within 15 years I'm still growing and still relevant? You gotta figure it out, you know what I mean? I've been doing this for 5 years. Literally, I've seen influencers that have come in and go. I've seen influencers that were far much bigger than me. They've come and gone, and I'm still growing. But I'm very patient. I stay in my own lane and I figure out what works for me and I stay with it. But yeah, focus on growing yourself first, because you are the person that people are watching. If you're not growing, then you're not gonna grow. I guarantee you. The reason why you might not be getting more followers is because you've been in the same place. You become complacent.
Yo, what's up, guys? So the creation series is all right, guys. So creation is officially almost ready. It's not really, but anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the vlog. So I was up in Manchester at the My Protein event. So absolutely awesome event. So you saw that video with TJ. I'm going to break down some of the things that I go through when it comes to social media, when it comes to building a personal brand, and kind of diving deep into the very specific things and what I do. So there'll be another video which is very strategic and explaining all these fundamentals broken down. I feel like that's what you guys deserve, which will be able to give you practical information which you can apply to your social media. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. And also, so creation is dropping in 2 days. So 2 days left until creation is down and the first episode. You guys are gonna love it. So the past week we've been shooting a lot, and yeah, a whole bunch of stuff has gone down, and I hope you guys can truly benefit from this, because when I started, I didn't have this. I had to teach myself everything, and I've done my best to put all the information in there, and I'm pretty sure someone out there might benefit from this. And anyone that's struggling to build a personal brand, struggling with YouTube, struggling to gain, Instagram traction,
this will potentially help you because it's a visual element. So we need to understand what social media is all about. It's all visuals. So guys, you know, we need to understand the dynamics of what it takes to be out there in the virtual / reality world. It's kind of crazy, right? That's social media for you. But guys, it's important to be very transparent. Be yourself, build a character for yourself, and, you know, focus on progressing yourself. Like, that's what I do. I just progress and document my journey. So guys, I hope you find a way to make it work. But these are the tools and resources that you need. So make sure to click in the link in the bio to sign up to our email list. So the email list will give you a notification once when the creation store is live. And you have first access to all the information and all the effects. And we're gonna choose the 3 lucky winners an opportunity to win a 1-month access to all the effects for free and anything that we upload beyond that. Yes, everything will be available both for Final Cut and Premiere, but our main focus right now is Final Cut Pro because I want to go experience in Final Cut Pro, and trying to make the effects from scratch on Final Cut Pro has been a bit of a nightmare, but I've learned a lot. But also, as the team grows, I'm looking to hire someone that's very experienced in motion graphics who can do the Adobe. We can focus more on the Premiere Pro and After Effects. So guys, creation is gonna be big. So I hope you guys can learn something. I hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions, feel free to ask below. And a big shout out to Gymshark. So Gymshark, they sponsor these videos, and My Protein, the companies I'm associated with, and Master Foods. So guys, do check them out. I've got all my descriptions and all my links below. Any questions, feel free to ask. So guys, catch you soon.